Let's go. It is day 3 of posting every day until I can get a C8 Corvette. I'm super pumped about this. This is a plasma cutter, so we're gonna open this up. But before we get to that, I wanna show you something exciting that I am doing on the Camaro. So those of you that know, the late second gen Camaros, the 78 has the ugly tail lights. So these big old things. I've been looking for something to do with these tail lights. I was looking at maybe LEDs. If you black them out, then the lights come through, it looks all dingy. I never really liked the bumper on these. So I'm gonna convert this to the 70s style rear bumper, which is gonna be a ton of work, which is why I wanted a plasma cutter. Here's what the before and after should look like. To convert this over to the early 70s style, it's really not that bad. To convert the 78 Camaro to a 70 Camaro rear end, it's gonna take a quarter panel for each side, and then a tail panel and just the bumpers and lights. So it's gonna be quite a bit of work. So these quarter panels, it's like a unibody from the factory. They're seam welded up here. There is no way to, this just doesn't unbolt, it's not a bolt-on thing. So this piece is just a skin, right? So what I'm gonna have to do is, there's a couple different ways I thought about doing it. Thought about cutting from here all the way to the door, taking this off and putting this on there. I thought about doing that, or possibly doing it from here back. From here forward, it's all the same anyways. And then trying to line up this line perfectly the whole way might be kind of a pain. So still trying to toy with that, trying to figure out how I want to do it. I'm thinking about just going here and then butt welding the back end of this in there. So the other problem is I've had trouble finding the tail panel. A bunch of places said they had it in stock, and either A, they wanted $100 shipping for a $100 part, or they offered free shipping. It was like, you know, 130 bucks or whatever. And then I placed the order and they're like, oh, we're out of stock. I usually get most of my stuff from Summit Racing since they're local, and I just run over there and pick it up, but they won't have anything in until August. Anyways, I found the tail end in stock. So this is what I ordered, and it is on its way. And then I'm just trying to track down the driver's side. So I've been trying to find somebody that has that in stock too. Whenever I tried to order both the parts together, they wanted like $200 if I bought both of them at the same time. So I don't know, there's just weird little things. I guess just it's so big, it's kind of complicated. So that's where we're at. I thought about doing some other crazy stuff, maybe doing a wide body or something like that, but I just wanted to get this thing done and on the road. So I don't think I'm ready to do the wide body just yet. Then I'd have to do wheels and everything else, and it might give me something to do later. So for now, gonna do this tailing conversion. I'm gonna do a full video on it. I haven't seen too many videos of anybody doing a full rear end conversion on this. This bumper comes in on Wednesday, so I'll give you guys an update when that gets here. Make sure everything's clean with that and looks good. The main reason that I wanted a plasma cutter is so I could do some nice clean cuts through here. I've always wanted a plasma cutter. Like a techie dude, I like to play with new toys, right? Also for my turbo kit as well. I want to give a shout out to PrimeWeld. I've been working with them for a little over a year now. They're phenomenal. This is my first PrimeWeld machine. Back when I first started getting serious into YouTube, they sent me this machine. This is a TIG 225X. I've had this for a year. I probably went through about 6 of these bottles. That tells you how much I've used it. And I've done aluminum welding, steel, cast over there to the stainless steel. This thing has been awesome for the past year. It's given me no problems. I've just ran this thing nonstop. It's never shut off on me, never given me a problem. This machine's been great. I couldn't imagine going with any other welder. I love it. So I expect great things from this. This is the Cut 50. All right, let's go. So today I'm gonna try something a little different on my daily little vlog here. Normally I kind of cut everything, make it real short and sweet. So today I'm gonna try a little bit more of a raw, longer format on YouTube and see what you guys think. So you guys comment, you tell me. Comment below, tell me, like, do you want to see, you know, nitty gritty, just in and out real quick, or do you want to kind of more long form style? I've always had a vision of doing something. If you were to listen to a podcast, but actually doing something. So it's like listening to Joe Rogan, but while Joe Rogan's actually trying to accomplish something. I don't know if that makes any sense. Let me know what you guys think. All right, so this thing is nice and small. That's a lot smaller than I thought. It's a pretty cool, nice small package. Look at that. Super convenient. I'll be able to leave my little flux core crappy machine. That might fit on that second shelf of my welding cart. That's pretty cool. everything in one spot. The only reason I got that little flux cord is like when I'm doing the exhaust, I'm in a weird spot, especially, you know, in a boot situation. Makes it a lot easier to just make a quick tack than trying to do something with the TIG machine, especially with my current welding skills. All right, here we go. Initial look, this thing looks nice, feels great, it's lightweight, and got a little regulator on the back. So one cool thing about this machine is it doesn't require any welding gas. So all I gotta do is hook up the compressor to it and fire away. I'm super excited about that, so that's pretty cool. So PrimeWeld, they have phenomenal service. They're not just some like, these guys are not some random, you know, Amazon seller or whatever where they're just from China and they're just sending you junk. Like their customer service is great. So if you guys have any questions or anything, you shoot them an email, call them up or whatever. They'll, you know, talk to you, see what you need. So I went back and forth with one of the guys and kind of tell him what I was doing, and this is what the machine I decided on. They don't try and like upsell you or anything like that. They say, you know, hey, this machine does XYZ, this one does this. So that's why I went with this one. The one machine up from this is the, I believe it's the Cut 60. And that one is a little bit more advanced, and it has the ability to like hook up to a, like a CNC machine. As you can see, where the hell am I going to put a CNC machine in this garage? But whenever I, one of these days, whenever we move and I move into a bigger shop or a garage, yeah, then I'll be hitting them up for that. I think this machine runs at about $3.99 or so. So let's see, and it can cut up to like 1/4 inch. I don't want to lie. Let's look at some of the specs here. Owner's manual. Okay. Working environment. What do we got? Troubleshooting. The plasma stem. Cool. So this thing, you can run it on 220 or 110, which is super convenient. So they even send you the adapter. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if there's any other specs that I want to call out here. So airflow, 40 to 65 PSI. I wonder what the CFM is. Where's the requirement for CFM? Oh, 5 liters. So that's not that much. So if you guys have like a small, if you have like a tiny compressor and not like a bigger one or whatever, this doesn't take that much. So that'll be fine. 5 liters a minute. Jeez, that's hardly anything. So it doesn't take like a ton of air. So that's pretty cool. 40 to 50 PSI. You get grounding clamp, air hose. You get the cutting torch connector, clamp it. Air regulator. Cool. This is pretty straightforward. Okay, so 110, thickness 5, 6, and 10 millimeters. Geez, so you think about a 10 millimeter wrench. This thing will cut up to that thick. That's crazy. I don't have anything that thick to cut, really. I mean, that's pretty big. Out of this little machine, you can cut that big of a piece of metal. That's wild. So that's gonna be cool, man. This thing will be able to handle, basically, there's nothing on this car that's thicker than that. So that's gonna be cool. All right, let's take into this thing. Let's look a little bit more. So you get you a, it comes with an adapter. So you can go down to a 110, super convenient. You get your grounding hose. You get some consumables here, some tips. Nice air hose. Now let's look at the good stuff here. Awesome. So one thing that PrimeWeld, I can tell you for sure, look at this thing, how long this is. So they did the same thing with the TIG machine there. They don't cheap out on these hoses. Like, this stuff's really high quality. It's really nice, and it actually is like long enough. You know, like some the cheaper welders, you know, some of them Amazon specials, you get a 5-foot piece. Like, come on, man. Like, I can set this up on this cart, damn near walk to the other side of the car. It's awesome to have enough room to work with, right? This thing's sweet. This is awesome. All right, this thing is awesome. It freaking gets it. It's unbelievable how it just slices through this like butter. So much better than having, you know, sparks flying or metal shavings going all over the dang place. Still, I gotta figure this thing out a little bit. I need some more practice, obviously. I'm very impressed that this cuts this, because this really thin aluminum is so crappy to work with. I hate it. So I'm sure even like nice thick steel, probably be honestly a little bit easier, especially when I get into the car there. That's going to be awesome. So I'm going to practice with the machine a little bit more, kind of figure a few things out, There's some settings and stuff, so this was just raw me kind of playing with it, turning it on, figuring out, seeing how it works. So this thing is freaking awesome. You guys check it out. If you have any questions about anything, ask away. This is gonna be a pretty cool week. I'll be pretty busy, but I have my the bumper panel coming in for the Camaro. Should be finishing up the turbo kit this week. I have a couple of videos coming out this week that are not the daily updates, so I might start cutting on the panels of the car, or at least planning it out. So stay tuned. As far as the challenge goes, YouTube monetization, let's talk about that real quick before we hop off of here. So you guys are awesome. We are at 773 watch hours, so we're getting there, getting closer to 4,000, almost 25% of the way there. This lags a few days, so it's about 100 hours behind, so should be at 1,000 by the end of the week, and hopefully in the next, maybe, I don't know, I'm just gonna say by end of May. If I could hit that 4,000 watch hours, that would be sweet. So I am having some good success on freaking TikTok, believe it or not. With TikTok shop, let's look at that real quick. Let's see, I made 33 doll hairs today, but check it out, for the week, 333 bucks. So hey, every dollar counts. That's a little bit closer to that C8, right?